Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it now.
So, like I said, based on the question you asked earlier, how do we draw the support and resistance? Do you just draw it anyhow? No, don't just draw it randomly. You look at the key resistance zone. You observe from this picture, from this point, market came here. Market was bullish, I mean was bearish, it was coming down. At this point, it reversed and went up. Now, when it went up, this place, it met a resistance. It could no longer go beyond that zone. It came down. And when market came down, it came here to be tested. And afterwards, it could no longer go beyond this point. It came down. It went up. Now, you see that this place is a key resistance because when price got to that place, it kept going down. It rejected it as it's going down. So that's how you draw your support and resistance level. Don't just say, okay, let me just draw it. It must have been a place where something has happened at least 1 or 2 times. You understand? So it now serves as a reference. So okay, when price got to this area at some point, it went down. Tasha, are you hearing me? Can you hear me? Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this thing I'm saying, does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So support and resistance are key resistance level, like I rightly mentioned earlier. Like as explained in this, that support and resistance levels are key areas used by forex traders to help identify possible points on forex charts where price may change direction. You understand? They are simply key reversal areas where price had initially reversed at an earlier period. In forex, history repeats itself in the sense that if something happens here, when the market, when that thing comes back to that zone, history repeats itself. What has happened before will also happen. So that's just the idea of support and resistance. And like I said earlier, think of support as your floor, while resistance as a ceiling. Ceiling can't break beyond a ceiling, except a stronger force able to break through it, or thief break in from the ceiling. The floor, the same thing. How to break it? When you break a floor, go below the floor. That floor, is this still a floor? No. When you break through the ceiling and when you break through a ceiling and go up, is that ceiling still a ceiling for you? I'm asking a question. When you break through a ceiling, is that ceiling still a ceiling? You break through a ceiling and you are not above that ceiling.
Becomes a floor.
Thank you. So when price breaks through a ceiling, when it breaks through a resistance, that resistance is no longer resistance, it's now a support for it. When price breaks through a support level, that support is no longer support, it now becomes the resistance. Understand? But remember that support and resistance are key reversal points. Let me open the chart. Mr. Emezu is like he's tired. You know, easy. All right. So like I said, when you come through a chart, you look at the key resistance level, key areas that market has reversed. So the market initially came here before, and when it got to that point again, there was a resistance, could not break beyond that point. And when you observe very well that this previous resistance, it was formerly a support. You look at it very well. Here it was a support. Yeah, it was a support. Yeah, it was a support. True or false?
True.
Mr. Tochukwu, you say you cannot unmute yourself. Let me check. Okay, try unmuting now. Let's see. Maybe it's your network. Maybe it's your network. All right, so like we're explaining, it's your network. Mr. Tochukwu is your network. It's not from here. The setting here shows that you can unmute yourself. All right. If there's any question, please, at this point, I will welcome questions. Let me go through another chart. Let me go to Bitcoin and USD chart. For those of us who like trading crypto, let's see what Bitcoin is currently doing and see how we can apply this knowledge. I hope this server will allow Bitcoin to load. There's no Bitcoin here. All right, let's look for another currency pair. Let's look at gold. Now this is gold chart. Are you with me? This is a fresh gold chart on the daily time frame. Remember I said advisably draw your time frame from daily. I mean, you draw your support and resistance zone from daily. And I said it's good to start from where the price currently is. So I'm going to start drawing it. Those lines that are previously close to where the price currently is, I'll draw my support there. And I'll start looking for other ones that are close to it. Can you see what I'm doing? Am I communicating?
Yeah, we can see what you're doing.
Yeah, so now when you observe very well, you observe that this market recently dropped from here. Why did you drop? If you look at the previous if you look at the history, this zone, when price got to that point before, did it not drop? When he got here before, did it not drop here? So let's see how many times it came here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when he got here, what happened now? What happened here?
Went up.
He broke it, Abi.
Yeah.
He broke it, and now he came back, came down below it. But this another the next time when he came here, what happened? It's not able to break it again. Now coming down, right? Now
Yeah.
let's do the same thing for here. What happened here, sir? Let's start from here. When price came here, went. When price came here, went up. It came down again. He did not break it. He came here, he could not break it. Went up, Abi. But when he came down here, what happened? He broke it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when he came there again, he went up. When he came down here, he could not break it. Went up. He broke it a little, came back up before going up. When he came here again, he did not break it. And it went up. Now, the rule of thumb is that you buy from resistance. I mean, you sell from resistance and buy from support. What did I say, sir?
Sell from resistance and buy from support. Rule of what now? What did you call it?
Rule of the game. Rule of the game. Let me make the text big. Why you know the tune now, this man? I didn't put right. Can you see it now? Start from resistance, which is what you saw here. When market got here, it what? Went down. When market got here, so Adibin, you spotted this before it happened. You saw that this is a key resistance zone. That's reversed here. That's reversed here. What were you supposed to do when it got here? What were you expected to do, sir?
Sell, but I don't understand.
Don't understand again.
Your last statement, you sell from support.
Sell from
and buy
resistance.
The statement is confusing.
Sell from resistance level.
Resistance level. That would normally we are supposed to buy when the price is going
from support and sell from resistance.
You have to buy from support. Support is the floor. This place now is the floor, the ground. And like we said, when price is going down, you're expected to buy when it's low, Abi.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
When it's a resistance, it means it is high, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, I did imagine that this particular trader, when he got here, he broke this place. What were you supposed to do? It broke here. What were you expected to do?
You buy.
Thank you very much. You're supposed to buy because that resistance now has now become support. The ceiling now has been broken. And we said that when a ceiling is broken, it's no longer a ceiling, but it's now a floor. You understand? People cannot stand on top of the ceiling. Now, when this support, when price gets here now, price has been coming down and it broke this zone here. We saw that this support has been holding. Imagine that price now is coming down here. Let me extend this thing. Imagine that this price now is now coming here. And when it gets to this place, what are you supposed to do, sir? It broke it.
Sell because it's likely to go. It goes up because it's now your.
Yes, at this point, when it broke it, it means that it's likely to go down, just like what happened here. So Adibin, you saw this now when it happened, when it broke this support. To do what? You can now sell. Maybe Adibin, you targeted. Okay, let me put my crosshair here. You targeted from here now when it broke here. From here, now targeted from here to this place. How many people have we made here, sir? The middle figure. They have made 204 pips. And this market went down to almost 848 pips. You got the point now? Are you following me, sir?
I was following until you said the last few statements you said.
The last few statements. I'm coming. Which statement did I make?
The network is disturbed here.
Sir? Sahaba, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said the network is disturbing here.
Okay, me, I can hear you clearly here. All right.
It's a bad network.
Like I explained, like I advised, it is advisable, it is a rule that you sell from resistance and you buy at support. You get me? Do we get the rule now? Mr. Mark, did we get the rule? Mr. Emezue, did we get the rule?
Sell from resistance, buy and support.
Yes, you sell from resistance when it is high, when it has gotten high, and you don't just sell, wait for confirmation. Under candlesticks analysis, you are going to understand different type of candles, and when you see them at certain resistance or support level, then it confirms your entry.
Okay.
Okay, so, all right, so now, you can ask me questions. I'm asking questions. That's the essence of this session. Mr. Emeze, are you with us? Are you following? Like, Baba, we don't sleep like this. All right. So this is just a brief explanation of what support and resistance is. So gradually, I know this concept may sound foreign because it's not something you are used to. What I will encourage is, please do your own research. You can go on YouTube. What are support and resistance? You might watch a video that even explains the concept clearer than I am doing now. what are support and resistance, how to identify support and resistance, how to understand market structure. I'm sure by now you now understand market structure when a market is bearish and bullish from the explanation I've given earlier.
Yeah, we get that part.
So support and resistance, I know it's something that with time. Now, okay, let me now add something. There's something they call dynamic support and resistance. Dynamic what? Support and resistance. Now, dynamic support and resistance are support and resistance that can be identified as they change from different levels. Now, you can identify this dynamic support and resistance with the help of some indicators. Now, from this area now, you will observe that you saw this line that you saw here. Can you see this line? This red line here. Let me make it thicker. Can you see this line on this chart?
Yeah.
I can't hear any response.
Yes.
Okay. Now this line are what they call moving averages, serve as dynamic support and resistance. Many traders use it to complement their support and resistance level. You understand? So what it means is that when they cite a support level, they now look at this moving average to see what it is telling them. Most times they wait for signal. There are other tools that you can use to identify support and resistance, dynamic support and resistance. Now let me show you a practical one, which is one of the tools I'll be showing you that I personally use in my trading confirmation. There's a tool that was invented by one great trader. The name of the tool is called Bollinger Band. To get it, you find it under this navigator. You tap on the navigator, it's under indicators. Are you listening to me, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Under indicators, you tap on indicators, then under trends, you are going to see Bollinger Bands. And when you double click on it, it will be applied on the chart. You can use the default setting. But let me zoom it, let me bolden it a bit so that you can see it clearly on the chart. Can you now see it?
Yes.
Yes. Now, if you look at this, Bollinger Bands very well, and look at the support and resistance level, do you observe anything? Please look at it very well with your bird's eye. Look at this key support and resistance level. What do you observe? Are you following me? Now, you saw that this Bollinger Band.
This one is hard to determine the support and resistance.
It is hard because you are not used to it. Let me zoom in so that I'll explain. This support, this Bollinger Band help you to know the key reversal levels. The outer band, the outer and the inner band, like these two outer bands, this one here and this one, helps you to know the key areas where market is likely to reverse. And those key areas serve as support and resistance. Now, if you observe very well, this point, these areas where I have drawn my support and resistance, do you observe that the candle is usually close to the outer band in those areas, the lower band, I mean, if you observe very well here now that this area, you saw that the candle neared this lower band. True or false?
Yes, sir.
This
True,
zone,
true.
did it not near it?
It
Did it not near this lower band?
near it. Oh.
Yes, it's near it. The same thing here. The same thing here. You understand? The same thing happened here when it broke it up. So this tool helps to serve as dynamic support. As market is moving, it is also changing. Now this zone here, you observe that the candlestick was near the upper band of it. As time goes on, I'm going to explain this Bollinger Band and how you can use them effectively in your trading. You understand? But the rule of thumb, like we want to remember, is that you buy at support. You buy at support and sell at resistance. Buy when the market is high. Sell when the market goes high as it is here now, and sell when the market is at a support level. So I think this is how far we can go for today's class. So we can go and rest our head. In our next class, we are going to discuss about candlesticks. How can we complement our support and resistance, and also market structure with candlesticks. So when you now see a particular candlestick pattern, you now understand that, oh, this is what is happening here. Like what you see here now, you saw that this candlestick here, it has something like a stick on, like a wick or like a thread under. What does that thread mean? What does all these things that look like a thread under it, what does it mean? And when you see them in your resistance and support level, what do they mean? We are going to explain that in details when we get to candle. That will be in our next class. Candlesticks and top and bottom analysis. So as we have made your analysis on one daily chart, remember that on a daily chart, one candle takes one full day to form. Takes one full day for a candle to form. So you might not be patient enough to wait till one full day's candle finish forming. So that's where top down analysis comes in. So when you now go to 1 hour, this is a 1 hour chart. All the things that you have drawn on the higher time frame, all those support and resistance level that you have drawn on higher time frame, it's how you are seeing them on 1 hour. You understand? So it's now help you to know what is happening in the market and how you can enter, place your trade. You understand? When it is now right entry. So I know all these things I'm saying might not make too much sense right now, but with consistency, as you pay attention, you learn, you continue to, like the Bible encourages us that we want to keep on knocking, keep on asking, keep on seeking. And what will happen if you keep on doing? What will happen? Somebody is answering.
Maybe
Oh,
not everybody believes in the Bible.
I know the job people do here. I've been acting among us here. But do we have a taste among us here? the Bible, and it will go seeking and we'll find. Keep on asking and it will be given to you. So we want to continue to put in effort. You understand? Many of us that went to university, it didn't take us 1 year to get the certificate we have.
All right, so if I may ask you,
Okay, I'm with you, sir.
did you say that when we want to set our support and resistance?
I don't know, my
so
screen went blank. My screen just suddenly went black. Can you still see my
So can
screen?
you still hear us?
I
You can see your
can
screen. I can see it.
for the screen shut down. I'll just do video until time will elapse. I mean, Chief, please go ahead, sir.
Okay, I was going to ask, if you said that if we want to identify our support and resistance, we have to place the timing on a daily chart or something.
Yes, I said to get.
Is it that when it is on hourly or minutes, on the minute or hourly timing, we cannot properly identify the resistance and the
You can identify
support?
all time frames have support and resistance, but the higher the time frame, the more accuracy. You understand? On 1 minute chart, if you put your support and resistance, you will see support and resistance, but they are not usually reliable because 1 minute, like you know, 1 minute within the next 30 minutes, you can have over 30 candles that are full in 1 minute. You understand?
Does it mean it's not advisable to trade within those
It's not
minutes?
advisable. You want to trade professionally, you plot your support and resistance on higher time frame, like daily or at most 4 hours, 4 hours chart. Then after you plot it, you can now go on lower time frame, like 1 hour, 30 minutes, or even 15 minutes. Now look for the entry. So if you have spotted,
Even as beginners, we can start to trade professionally once we learn.
hello, can you still hear me?